There are a lot of ways to spice up your live streams, but there are very few that are so easy and built right into OBS. Using a good scene structure and cool transitions can absolutely transform your stream. Hello my YouTube friends, I'm gonna talk about built-in transition and transition features here because I don't think a lot of users really take advantage of these features in OBS. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to set up. Let's get to it! Here I have a bunch of different scenes just loaded with different videos, and it just makes it easier to show you the transition stuff and how it works. So our transition window is right here, and right now we have fade selected. So you're gonna see when I go from one scene to another, it just kind of fades. You can adjust how fast or how slow it fades right here. Right now it's at 300 milliseconds. We can make the fade longer by going to 500 milliseconds. And then when we move from one scene to another, you see it kind of fades differently. Generally speaking, it's gonna be 300 milliseconds when you first get into OBS. The other one that's automatically loaded in is the cut, and that's kind of self-explanatory. It just cuts directly from one scene to another. No fuss, no muss, super simple. So those are the two that are automatically set up for you, and generally fade is going to be selected as the default when you log in and you start using OBS. So there are so many really cool ones here that are simple to set up. Now, swipe, let's go ahead and create a swipe one, and basically you can decide how you want it to swipe: left, right, up, down. We'll just stick with left for now. We could preview the transition, then we'll select swipe in so you can see. There we go. And really, it's pretty much the same. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click OK, and we'll see how this works. And there we go. It's just going to swipe to the left. Now, if I change this once again to 500, you'll see the swipe is slower. So it's just a matter of your personal taste. Whatever you like is whatever it will do. In fact, we can go even higher. We can go to 1,000, and you'll see it's even slower. And that's kind of cool. It also has a little bit of an ease in it. So if you notice, it starts out slow, kind of speeds up towards the end. It's just really, really well done. And these are built right in. So that is the swipe, and you can do it left, right, up, down, however you want. If you wanted to modify how it is, you just click this little button here and you go to properties, and we can go up and select right, or let's select up. We've already seen that. So now it's going to swipe up when we change scenes, and there we go. Pretty easy stuff. You can set this up in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and add something else. So we've got slide, we've got stinger, which we'll talk about in a minute, and we have fade to color. So we're gonna select a fade to color to create it, and this will fade to black, and it has our peak color point. We can set it right in the center, and we can preview what this transition is gonna look like. So it fades to black, and then it moves on to the next scene. What I'm gonna do is select another color. Let's go ahead and select this blue color here. And what it's gonna do is fade to that color and then move on. And I'm gonna go ahead and click OK and show you what this looks like. So now it's gonna fade to that blue. And this is definitely going to look a lot better, I think, with a much higher transition rate. So we'll set this to 1000, and there we go. That's actually really neat, and it's a newer one. So you may not have actually seen this before, but it's built right into OBS, so everyone has access to this. And we'll go ahead and set this back to 300. And of course, you can also go over here, go into properties, and reset this to a different color or whatever you want. You can actually create as many of these as you want. So if I click the plus again and I go to fade to color, I can name it another name, click OK. Select a different color. I don't know why these are sized so stupid. And click OK. And so now you can see fade to color 2, and that's gonna fade to black and then go up again. All right, so the next one that I want to take a look at is really, really cool. And this one is the Luma wipe. And there are so many awesome Luma wipes in here. So basically, you can drop this down and see a massive, massive list of different Luma wipes. And I'm certainly not going to cover them all here, but let's try circles here. Now you have softness in here and invert, and you can preview what it's going to look like right there. Let me show you a bunch of these. And there you go. You got your barn door from the bottom left, barn door this way, and there we go. That's pretty cool. You got your cloud. I like that. There are so many options here that you could choose. Fractal. So let's take a look and see what something like this looks like. And we're gonna go like that, and that's really cool. Now, obviously, this works the same way. We can slow this down, and we'll slow it way down. And that's pretty slow. Maybe a little bit too slow. Got an extra 0 in there. Let's back that off, and we'll go with that. And that is really pretty cool. I like that one. Once again, you can click here and go to properties. You can change these up to whatever you want. So we could try iris. I like the fact that you can just preview it right here, and we still have it set to our 1000 timing. So, and you got your spiral there. That's pretty neat. So the Luma wipe is pretty incredible stuff, and you can obviously click the plus and go to Luma wipe and create as many of these as you want, so that you can use multiple different types for different scenes on your live stream, so it never has to look the same for any of them. Now the last one that I want to show you is going to be the stinger, and the stinger is creating a transition out of a video that you created. So let's just square this up a little bit so we can see the whole thing, and then all you have to do is go and select the file that you created right here, and then what I'm going to do is select frames instead of time, because I know at what frame this switches over. We're going to go with 30, and then that's pretty much all we have to do. Now you can have audio in these if you'd like, and this one does have audio, but I'm going to go ahead and turn monitor off because it's not audio that I want to hear, just the audience. And then this fade style right here is pretty important. I want it to crossfade so that my voice is heard going from one scene to another. And we can preview this transition, and you can see that it switches over just about right on time. It's actually probably just a little longer than that, so we're gonna go with 60 now that I remember correctly. And there we go. Now we got it switching at the right time, and we can click OK and see how this works. And there we go. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And those are all the different transitions. Now, what if you want to set up a different transition for each scene? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Likes and comments are super easy things that you can do to help push this video to a wider audience. So take a second down below and leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. And if you're not subscribed, please do. It really does help me continue to make content that helps you. So thanks. So to set up different transitions for different scenes, what we're gonna do is go over here to our scene collection, and you can see right now our standard scene is our stinger. So let's say we want our standard scene transition to just be a simple fade. If we select the fade, it's gonna fade from one to the other, just like that. And that's actually pretty lame. We don't want that. We want our standard to be our first fade to color. So it's gonna fade to that blue color and then fade into the other one. And so maybe we want scene 1 to have that fade. So we're just gonna leave scene 1 like it is. And we're going to select scene 2, we're gonna right click, and we're going to go to transition override. And to go into scene 2, we wanna go ahead and select our Luma wipe. So there we go. So now when we go to scene 1, it fades. When we go to scene 2, we get our Luma wipe. And obviously we don't have this set up so that it loops. So we need to do that to keep it from continuously not looping, because it goes to the black screen. And there we go. So now we'll keep looping. So now you can see we go to fade and we go to our Luma wipe. And let's say for our third scene, we want to right click and we want to go to our transition override, and we want to select our swipe for our third scene, and we'll go to our fourth scene and we'll go to our transition override. And for this one, we're going to select our stinger. And for our fifth scene, what we're going to do is go into our transition override and we'll select that second fade to color, the one that goes to the black. So we just got our cut right here, or we got our fade to color right there. And then for this one, you can see we got our swirly for the Luma wipe. And here we go. That one just slides up. Then we've got our stinger right here. And on this one, we've got the fade to black and then in. And so it's really easy to set up each scene with its own special transition. It's awesome. And you don't really see people using this feature all that much, but this is built right into OBS. You don't have to do anything. It's already there. Super cool. Now, if you want to see how to build the stinger that I show in this video, you can check it out right here. Big thanks to the sponsors that support this channel. You can find their links down below in the description under the heading sponsors. This channel wouldn't be possible without them or you, so thanks. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.